If you're new to Underdog, today's the day. Get $75 in bonus entries when you play just $5 with code It Is What It Is. Underdog isn't stopping there. They're giving all new users a gimme pick on Bijan Robinson tonight. Y'all can make picks right now in most states, including Florida, Texas, and California, just to name a few. So make sure y'all support the show, hit that subscribe button, lock in your bonus, and start playing today with code It Is What It Is. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam, and today we are joined with our analyst, Michael Irvin.
Hey, Mike, what's good? Killer, what's going on?
What's good, everybody? How y'all? Mike, what's happening?
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. We doing well.
Who's we? Who's we?
Literally.
Who's we today?
We
doing well.
Well, each of us have at least two of us in all of us. That person you show everybody, that person you show nobody. So I say we, because we at least have two, right? Y'all know what I'm saying.
I don't know if you're talking about Miami. I don't know if you're talking about because the Eagles lost. I don't know what you be up to half the time. So therefore, when you say we, it's a legitimate we. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a legitimate question because you're right, you know. My family, my dad used to always say this, family is made by more than just blood. Family can also be made by a common great love. So I do have a cowboy family and a hurricane family. So all of that's we too. So, you know, I can dig what you're saying when you ask the question from that perspective.
I seen Jerry Jones talking about y'all got a shot at this thing.
Yeah. Hey, but Cam, I almost called you. I almost texted you because when I hit you, no, honestly, when we were talking, and you were talking about we're in the same boat, and I said, no, we're not in the same boat. You lost ground because your AFC North teams were playing each other, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. But Philly, I said, if they lose Monday, we lost time, but we didn't lose any ground. We lost runway, but we didn't lose any ground. We got to, you know what I mean? So yeah, because they lost, and then they lost. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. When they lost, I came out. I was talking to somebody, and I said, I'm so damn good at this. I'm just good. No, really, I'm just so good at it, dude. I told y'all even before, when we got what Philly was saying, when AJ Brown said, I want to catch passes. Think about just winning Super Bowls. And now look at the problem they're going in. AJ Brown has caught more yards than any receiver in the NFL the last 3 games. All came up 0-3. What that tells me is since you're worrying too much about running the offense through him, that you are ruining your offense.
Mike, where's the poncho, man? I came on the show for the poncho. Is the poncho still alive, or where's the poncho right?
Poncho be back, murder. Now that the niggas they down 1.5 games, Poncho gonna be back, nigga.
Yeah,
last show
Mike.
he could not find the Poncho.
Right. Hey, the poncho went both ways now. It helped the Cowboys win. It put the Eagles in a bad spot. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Hey, Mace, you need a poncho. You need a cheap poncho.
You gonna get my poncho, man.
You need a cheap poncho.
That was crazy, Mike. Mike, that was good. But Mike, also before we move forward, I don't have 2 people in me, pause, but what did you mean by that? That sounds wild.
Well, we all have. Come on, Mace. There are things that you know about you that you're not sharing with anybody. You know, there are things that you may say or do that you're not openly sharing with everybody. So there's a public us, you know, and then there's a seriously private us. All of us have that. You can't, ain't nobody in here telling me that's everybody knows everything about them. It'll be a bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Each of us have at least 2 of us in all of us. It's that person you show people, and that person you really don't want anybody to see.
I don't know.
Some got more than that.
I see your point, but I don't think that's true for everybody. But I see what you're saying.
You think anybody out here has told you everything about him? Cam, you think anybody out here has spit the whole 100 yards out? Come on, man. Come on.
I gotta agree with you on that. I mean,
So spit the whole 100 yards.
that's crazy. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you on this segment that everybody probably doesn't know everything, but you do have people that you care about that may know everything about you. Not necessarily the world, but like if you got a brother or a best friend or a sister.
That's what I meant, Kelly.
Okay. Well, but two things can be right.
Yeah, I didn't want to line stuff. That was perfect.
That I do agree with as well. Okay, so we've got some breaking news. So Michigan fired their head coach Sherrone Moore for an inappropriate relationship with a staff member.
Wow.
Previously served a 2-game suspension for his part in Connor Stalions' sign-stealing scandal. 3 hours after his firing, he was actually detained by police. Sources also said prominent Michigan donors cooled on contributing to the program after hearing of the allegations. Moore also had a buyout of around $14 million, but because he was fired for cause, Michigan may be off the hook for nearly all of it. So there's a lot to unpack here. A lot is still unfolding, and there's a lot of rumors, there's truth, there's not the truth, but it's a lot. So Mike, what was your initial reaction to this news?
That was a hell of a segue. We're talking about hiding things from people, and you go right to major hiding story. You see what I'm saying? That was, yeah. You think he had at least 2 people in him? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. Real deal. That's what I'm saying. Real deal. It's just crazy. Now, this has gone from a story of and the coach who really, backed up and was right there with Coach Harbaugh. Coach Harbaugh put in the contract that he gets the next head coaching job after he left, and then to see this, it's sad to see another brother fall like this. You know what I'm saying? And going from the position that he had as the head coach of Michigan. And then all of this come out. Now, yeah, I can't even go down that direction that my mind just thought about. But the reality is, it's for me, it's sad to see it. It's just sad to see it. So I don't know. And I know that $12 million, please, that $12 million.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's gone.
Mike, I was basically saying that when you think of this situation, right, and you say, well, he had to have at least 2 people in him, somebody knew about it, because not only did he get fired, 2 people knew about it, and then he got arrested, so 3 people knew about it. He wasn't low about whatever he did, but I think it's kind of crazy that when you think of like black head coaches.
But how did it get out? Do we know enough about how that information got out? Do we know somebody said something? Did him and the girl get an argument? Did she get mad about something? Did he promise she was gonna leave? What? There's a lot in that. That's why because we just got the story. The stuff's still coming in, and I don't know if you can say it's alleged this, alleged that. So how did he get out? Did somebody in Michigan not like him, and then said, "Oh, we're gonna flip this way and then get out of our money"? So we don't know all of that.
Yeah, I'm saying, however it was known or alleged, or the allegation or accusation that somebody besides him knew of the situation, that they were able to use it in their advantage. I definitely believe, being a person of this magnitude, if it comes down to this type of coach that came from Jim Harbaugh, that he knew of this man's integrity, he knew of his character. He wouldn't have just passed the team to anybody. I would love to believe that, but it just seemed like it's been a horrible year for black head coaches, just period. When you look at what's going on in the NBA. You got NBA coaches, black head coach under federal investigation, being arrested. This is just it seemed like a really bad year for black head coaches.
What they lock them up?
That they didn't.
See, this is the shit. All right, they're right there off the top. Exactly.
Assault.
Exactly. Who did he assault?
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's supposed to. I think they were saying he went to the house of the girl. The girl.
What you think, Mike?
Something was
Oh,
happening.
legend. That's why.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what they were saying. Alleged.
Yeah.
I heard people. They were talking about it. So that's what they were alleging, that somebody that he went to the house. Is how he got arrested, and somebody there called the police. And that's why I was saying.
Say these stories.
That's why I was saying.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, I know what you're
say
saying.
too much because niggas don't be knowing the story and just be ready to throw niggas on the bus.
Right.
Secondly, what's inappropriate relationship with a staff member? It wasn't a student, it was a staff member. What's inappropriate? This is the same shit that my nigga I got kicked out of Boston about.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Houston. Now, let's flip the story. Who's the staff member? Nobody knows. This is what I'm saying. Like media be fucked up. They put a report out. And I'm not saying if he did something wrong and need to be arrested, let's put that out there, then they did the right thing. But we don't have the proper information. We sit there and say, a sign stealing scandal. Okay, I don't even like that because Bill Belichick built championships off every gate you can imagine. Deflate gates, stealing gate. Listen, man, if you get an advantage and get the signs, taking it, it's really no proof of that. That nigga was on the sidelines. I remember that whole shit with the sign stealing shit. I can't even blame that on him. That's first and foremost. If it is him, okay, I apologize. I'm just telling you from the knowledge I know. Maybe I'm not fully knowledgeable about what was his part in the sign stealing scandal. Secondly, they say inappropriate relationship with a staff member. What does that mean? What does that mean? What's inappropriate? They went to dinner when they shouldn't have went to dinner? Was it somebody's wife? Because if it's a staff...
Pause.
Huh?
It's him. He's supposed to be married, Cam. He's married.
Yeah.
And he's married, and he's having a relationship with a staff member, and then from what I understood, he put her on, like in charge of some area. I don't want to make.
I can fill in the blanks, and I can fill in your blanks really quick because I'm just gonna leave alleged because a lot of it, it's like.
Right.
Sharing certain things because you don't know it's true, you don't know what it is. But I mean, her title that I'm seeing here says she was administrative specialist, and so she started with the $58,000 salary and it up to $90,000, and then of course the coach is married. I don't know her relationship. Again, this is all alleged, but this is some of the information that I have here.
Yeah.
What's the title?
Administrative specialist in the athletics department.
That's the same title Monica Lewinsky had. What's the problem? Niggas ain't impeached the president. Yo, niggas gotta chill, yo. I'm just saying, that's just Monica Lewinsky sound like the same situation. And she ain't getting impeached. They ain't impeached the president. Look, I'm trying to make a little light of it, but niggas keep getting in trouble and the females don't get in trouble. Not saying that she should be in trouble. But that's just how that should be. I don't really want to comment no further and be like, Cam, you're rude, you're insensitive, you're a dickhead, you don't know what's going on. I need all the facts before I throw the nigga under the bus. Now, like I said, for him to be arrested, obviously they know something that I don't. And obviously whatever's in his contract, that he breached his contract and shouldn't be having affairs or just period, marital affairs, period. That's what happens when you get married and shit turn public. It's like the nigga, what they call that nigga? They caught that nigga on the Jumbotron kissing his secretary, that shit 3-4 months ago. You seen that shit, Stat?
Yeah, that was crazy. At the concert.
Yeah, what they call it now, the Kiss concert? What was it?
Well, I think it was Coldplay.
Coldplay, that's what it's called, the Coldplay. Yeah, yo.
It's a cold ass place.
That was a cold ass play, man. I'm gonna move on if I say the wrong thing.
Right.
I'm gonna move on if I say the wrong thing, man. But I need more facts. But like I said, anything that happened that I don't know about, that is deserved, then it's deserved. But I just don't have enough information to make any more comments.
Cam, you saw how I was. You saw Cam. How I was trying to Sammy Davis Jr. that thing. I was tap dancing my ass off.
Yeah, Mike.
Tap around.
Mike. Let me tell you something. You just be quiet on it. All right, you don't. You just be quiet, Mike. Don't let us handle it, Mike. You don't need no more out of you about this situation.
I'm like the judge. I recluse myself.
Yeah, Mike. We just gonna mute you on this topic right here. All right, we keep you quiet. We move on to the next topic, Mike.
Yeah.
Right.
As we get more information, we will definitely talk about it as the story develops. But I do just have a question for all of y'all because, like Cam said, we've seen a lot of incidents throughout the year where things have happened. And he brought up the Coldplay concert. He also brought up Ime Udoka. Like, it's just been constant situations. And I'm just curious, like, in you guys' mindset and thoughts, like, and even if it's not specific to you or maybe just somebody that you've known, but has a woman ever caused you guys to miss out on like a deal or a large amount of money or even just an opportunity? Like, how do you think that's what I'm saying, not him specifically, but how do you think?
Yo, Mike, we just gonna mute Mike on this shit right here, man. Stop, what you trying to set my nigga up?
No, it doesn't have to be work. It doesn't even have to be work related. I mean, just in general.
Yo, Mike, man. It sounds like a setup.
No,
man.
I'm not saying work related, but even just like when you were early on in your career, even just like spending money, like did you ever
Mike,
you know what?
Mike, you're gonna skip you on this question. You can ask me and make this.
Fair. But I'm just curious, like even just like early on in your career, has it ever been a situation where you're just like, okay, like I'm smarter than this, or like this person has tried to get me out of this type of money, that type of situation from a woman?
I don't know if we're finessable. I think there's a generation that is finessable. I don't know unless it's something I don't know about with Killer, but I know I'm unfinessable.
You know what, man? Listen, let me tell you something real quick. And this is how it works. Like Mase says it's not a lot, but he said it a few times during the time we were doing the show. Like we grew up on Snoop Dogg and Too Short and Tim Dog, and when I met and I'm much softer pause now when it comes to females. You know what I'm saying? I'm way cooler. I like to be around females and talk and chill and all the time. But it was a time I didn't really, outside of having sex, I didn't really want to hang out with females. And now I do. I really do. But I remember when Mase was transitioning. So I used to work transitioning into a superstar. And he started being nice to females, and I couldn't understand it. I'm like, yo.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like, yo, why you talking nice to these bitches? That was my attitude, man. I'm sorry. That was just my attitude. I said, Cam, it's just another way to go about it, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I was like, I'm going to leave this nigga by himself and Mr. Child. I'm going back uptown. I don't like all the keying and all that with these joints. You have fun, nigga. I know you on the 112 remix and all that, but I ain't with all this.
Yeah, this is too fast.
More of the story is, I think I like Mace's analogy. Like, yeah, I've never been in a situation to where a female tricked me out my spot. If I want to do something for a female, it's because I want to do it. But have I ever been like, damn, she caught me? Nah. Now maybe not finesse, robbed. Like, nigga may took a little nap and bitch left the crib with some bread or something like that. But not no random bitch neither. Not no bitch that I just met at the hotel that night. A bitch who address I knew that I could go knock on the door later on, like, why you playing with me? But nah, I can't remember at a time like that to where somebody fucked that money up. No.
And that's kind of where I was trying to go with that. That was not to like be like, have you ever been in this situation? Because I just feel like it constantly keeps happening. I'm just like, the focus, like I always say, especially just being like starting off in your careers or even just getting to the point where you make more money, it's just like not allowing
I'll say this,
to mess that up.
We went to school with somebody who could have been really, really great in basketball. And I wouldn't say they got finesse, but something happened to where they messed up their
That's
career.
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And I think most of the time this happens because people lead with their pockets. You know, like you got two different kind of players. You got players that's trying to get it because they believe they're worth it, and then you got people that get it because they got the money now. It's two different guys.
Okay, so moving
But
on.
I'm gonna make this.
Go ahead,
Whoa.
Mike. Oh, you got it.
Now, I have to say this. I have to say this. And this just to add some information to y'all conversation. It's not just